On January 8, 2004 Hasumi was finishing her overtime shift as usual, walking into the empty subway station. It was a cold winter night, and the streets were deserted, with only the dim streetlights casting lonely shadows. She was about to catch the last train home and get some rest. When she boarded, she noticed that there were almost no other passengers on the train, just her and a few others who were already asleep. After sitting down, she took out her phone and began browsing.
Our channel, posting a message. This might be my imagination, but if you don't mind, can I share something? Replies quickly followed. Go ahead. What happened? Hasumi briefly explained. I just boarded a private railway train, but something feels off. She continued. I've been riding this same train for my daily commute, but it's been about 20 minutes without stopping. Normally it takes about 5 minutes, at most 7 or 8 minutes to stop. There are 5 other passengers, but they are all asleep.
She asked the users on her channel if perhaps she had gotten on the wrong train, and the responses were lighthearted. You didn't get off by mistake, did you? Did you mix up the express and local trains? However, Hasumi still wasn't convinced and posted. Maybe you're right, maybe I just got on the wrong train. I'll wait a little longer, and if anything strange happens, I'll ask you guys for help. As time passed, the train still didn't stop, and the air in the car grew more suffocating.
The view outside the window gradually blurred. Can you check the front or rear conductor's office? A user suggested. Hasumi followed the advice and decided to check the conductor's office. She posted, it doesn't seem like we're stopping, so I'll check the conductor's office. After entering the conductor's office, she knocked on the window trying to get the conductor's attention, but the windows were covered, and she couldn't see inside. I knocked on the window but got no response.
She wrote, feeling frustrated. The train continued on an unknown path, and the view outside became even more unclear. After we passed through a tunnel, the speed slightly decreased. Normally, there isn't a tunnel here, she updated. Meanwhile, user suggested, check the front or back conductor's office. Maybe the driver had a seizure or something. Go check the conductor's office. Hasumi received no response from the conductor and posted, we've stopped at Kisaragi Station. A name I've never heard of. Should I get off? Users began to warn her, get off and check it out. But some were also skeptical. Are you sure it's the right station? I've gotten off. It's an unmanned station. The train I was on should have been the 11:40 p.m. train, Hasumi replied, still feeling uneasy. Users began doubting the existence of Kisaragi Station. I can't find Kisaragi Station anywhere. It's been over an hour since you started your ride. She tried searching again, but posted, I can't find Kisaragi Station anywhere this town. That. As time passed, Hasumi realized the station was eerily empty, with no one inside. She decided to call her family for help. I called home and asked my family to come get me, but they don't know where Kisaragi Station is. They said they'll come after looking at the map. It's kind of creepy. She returned to the station but found that no other passengers had gotten off, and now she was alone. She updated the users again. I also looked online, but I can't find a station called Kisaragi Station. User suggested, find a station worker or go to the nearby police station. She decided to go outside and try to find help, but the area outside the station was still completely deserted. Just do that, but be careful, the users urged her. Are there any houses nearby? Users began to express more concern. It's very cold. Be careful, she updated. I'll check outside for a taxi. Thanks everyone. However, Hasumi seemed to be stuck in an unsolvable mystery. She updated again. I can't find any public phones. There's no one else here, just me. The station's name really is Kisaragi Station. One user suddenly joked, are you a game addict? If you sleep, you can just get out of the game. Hasumi ignored the joke and continued to search for help. At 2 a.m., Hasumi suddenly heard strange sounds from nearby. I hear the sound of taiko drums and bells from somewhere in the distance.
But I don't know what to do anymore.
Users quickly urged her, get back to the station for now. The fear in Hasumi's posts intensified. I'm too scared to turn around. Although I want to go back to the station, I can't bring myself to turn around. She was beginning to feel a growing sense of dread and didn't know what to do. Users continued to warn her, run, don't go back to the station. You'll be taken. Run into the tunnel ahead. It should be very close. Hasumi followed their advice, hurriedly leaving the station and entering a strange tunnel. She posted, I can't move. I can't run anymore. The taiko drums are getting even closer. Shortly afterward, Hasumi posted another terrifying message. Hey, walking on the railroad tracks is dangerous. I heard someone call from behind. I thought it was the station attendant, but when I turned around I saw an old man with one leg about 10 meters away. Then he disappeared. She dared not look back and kept running, but her fear continued to grow. By 3:44 am, Hasumi posted her final message on 2 channel. My phone battery is running low, things don't feel right, and I'm planning to find a chance to escape. The driver has been muttering strange things since we started. Just in case, this is my last post.
After that, Hasumi's account went silent, she vanished without a trace, and her disappearance became an unsolved mystery. The story of Kisaragi Station turned into an eerie urban legend that continues to haunt people, leaving many to wonder if she ever made it out or if she was lost in that mysterious world forever.